welcome you watching DD India. Today is India's National Unity Day, a day when we remember and pay tribute to India's Iron Man, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the man credited with giving shape to modern India, which without his untiring efforts would have been a nation in fragments or balkanized instead of a unified whole. I'm Munmun Bhattacharya and with me is my colleague Gautam Roy. Good morning.
Morning, Munmun. Thanks. Now, multiple events are being held in different parts of the country on this momentous day, as it's not only Lauh Purush or Iron Man Sardar Patel's birth anniversary, but it's his 150th birthday. The biggest salute to his legacy is taking place today at the world's tallest idol, the Statue of Unity in Gujarat's Kevadia, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be bowing to independent India's first Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister. And a grand parade will also be taking place with marching contingents and rich tableaus. We'll be taking our viewers through it all during the course of this special broadcast saluting Sardar of Unity. First up, the top stories of the day.
India celebrates Rashtriya Ekta Divas or National Unity Day, marking the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India.
Prime Minister Modi to lead the nation in honouring the Iron Man of India from Kevadia, the home to the Statue of Unity, the world's tallest statue standing 182 meters high.
Britain's Prince Andrew stripped of titles, evicted from Windsor residence following weeks of intense scrutiny over his links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
In Ukraine, power restrictions to be applied around the clock across all regions from Friday due to power crisis after energy facilities were hit by Russian drone strikes.
And in sports, India break an all-time record to beat Australia in second semi-final. Will face South Africa in the final of the Women's World Cup in Navi Mumbai on Sunday.
Well, as India commemorates the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the nation turns its gaze to Kevadia in Gujarat, home to the towering Statue of Unity and the spirit of national integration.
The celebrations honour Patel's enduring legacy as the Iron Man of India, whose vision and resolve stitched together a fragmented post-independence nation. Here's some context.
On October 31st, 1875, a son was born to India who would one day weld a fractured nation into one. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, lawyer, freedom fighter, statesman, rose from humble beginnings to become the architect of India's unity. As the first Home Minister and Deputy Prime Minister of independent India, Patel's resolve and diplomacy led to the integration of over 560 princely states. His vision was clear: one nation, indivisible. That's why he's known as the Iron Man of India.
हमारे क्रांतिकारियों को ठंडी में प्रोटेक्शन मिले, उसके लिए शॉल देते थे और उनके आजादी के बाद के तुरंत के सब लीडर को देखना, वो आजादी की लड़त का गौरव करने के लिए, क्रांतिकारियों का सम्मान करने के लिए ये शॉल अपने शोल्डर पर रखते थे. तब से शॉल रखने की ट्रेडिशन चालू हुई. अभी किसी को पता नहीं है कि शॉल क्यों हम देते हैं, लेकिन एक दूसरे को देते हैं. इसलिए सरदार साहब अपने शोल्डर पर, आपने देखा होगा, शॉल रखते थे.
This year, India marks Patel's 150th birth anniversary. The Statue of Unity stands tall in Gujarat, a 182-meter tribute to his towering legacy since 2018. Across the country, parades, cultural festivals and the run for unity echo his enduring message. Strength lies in unity.
सरदार 150 यानी कि सरदार के जीवन कवन से प्रेरणा लेना. दोस्तों, नरेंद्र मोदी जब गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री थे, मैं गुजरात का विधायक था, वो सरदार साहब के बारे में कई बात करते थे. उसके मन में हमेशा ये रहता था कि सरदार ने जितना देश के लिए करा है, इतना देश ने उसको याद नहीं करा है. इतना सम्मान देश को ना वो जीते हुए मिला है, ना उसके मृत्यु के बाद मिला है. और ये सम्मान हम नहीं दिलवाएंगे तो भविष्य हमें माफ नहीं करेगा और देश के न्यू जनरेशन और देश को सही प्रेरणा नहीं मिलेगी। तब जाके उसके मन में विचार आया कि हम सरदार को एक ऐसा सम्मान दे जो दुनिया का टॉलेस्ट स्टैच्यू बना के एकता नगर में स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी के रूप में उसको स्थापित करा।
Sardar Patel's legacy isn't just cast in iron and bronze. It lives in every citizen who believes in a united, resilient India. His life reminds us that courage, conviction, and compassion can shape a nation. On this Rashtriya Ekta Divas, we salute the Iron Man of India. His dream lives on in our hearts, in our constitution, and in our collective will to stand together. Bureau Report, DD India.
Now, celebrating the unifier who shaped our nation, this year's theme, Unity in Diversity, highlights his vision of a united India.
Let's check out Sujata Luchab's report on his incredible life and work.
Ever wondered what kind of leader it takes to hold a country together? It demands a leader who brings together millions of voices, diverse regions, and countless dreams into one cohesive vision. That person was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. In 1917, under Gandhi's guidance, Patel took up secretaryship of the Gujarat Sabha and fully embraced the path of sacrifice and service. He mobilized peasant movements, notably the non-cooperation movement in Gujarat in 1920, and abandoned Western luxuries at Gandhi's advice. Following the suspension of the civil disobedience movement and Gandhi's arrest, Patel took charge of activities in Gujarat. His unwavering adherence to Gandhian principles and his skillful fundraising abilities proved critical in sustaining the movement. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's leadership in the successful Bardoli Satyagrah of 1928 earned him the title Sardar, meaning leader from the people he led. The movement's disciplined resistance against a land revenue tax hike showcased his strategic guidance and leadership.
The Kheda Satyagraha and the Bardoli Satyagraha had a lasting impact on mobilizing men and women. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel played a crucial role in mobilizing people, especially women, to contribute their might and come forward in the attainment of Swaraj.
Sardar Patel played an indispensable role in shaping independent India. As the country's first Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister, he held crucial portfolios that included Home Affairs, States, and Information and Broadcasting. One of Patel's greatest achievements was the political integration of more than 560 princely states into the Union of India. Sardar Patel's combination of tact, diplomacy, and firmness persuaded nearly all rulers to join India, preventing the nation's disintegration. It was this monumental task that earned him the title Iron Man of India. Beyond unification, Patel is known as the architect of India's civil services. He laid the foundation for the modern All India services, which he called the steel frame of the nation's administration. In the Constituent Assembly, Patel chaired key committees on minorities, tribal affairs, fundamental rights. His legacy is commemorated by the Statue of Unity unveiled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on October 31st, 2018. It's the world's tallest statue under the sun, standing on the banks of the Narmada River. The statue symbolizes Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's enduring contribution to India's unity and integrity. Bureau Report, DD India.
And today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Gujarat, in fact, since yesterday, on a two-day visit to lead the Rashtriya Ekta Divas celebrations. The tribute to India's Iron Man is marked by a sweeping rollout of eco-friendly infrastructure and tourism upgrades at Ekta Nagar, which is the home to the Statue of Unity.
Right, and on Thursday, PM Modi flagged off 25 electric buses and inaugurated projects worth over 1,140 crore rupees, and that included tribal education centers, smart walkways and green mobility hubs. Here are more details.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in the western Indian state of Gujarat on a two-day visit to participate in the Rashtriya Ekta Divas National Unity Day celebrations, marking the 150th birth anniversary of India's Iron Man, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel at Kevadia. In a move to further enhance the tourist experience at Ekta Nagar, home to the world's tallest statue, the Statue of Unity, Prime Minister Modi flagged off 25 new e-buses with an e-charging depot on Thursday. This initiative aims to make tourism more comfortable, accessible, and environment friendly. Prime Minister Modi also inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of various infrastructural and development projects at Ekta Nagar in Kevadia. With a cumulative investment exceeding 1,140 crore rupees, the projects reflect the government's focus on eco-friendly tourism, smart urban planning, and sustainable growth. Among the key initiatives inaugurated include the Birsa Munda Tribal University in Rajpipla, Hospitality District Phase 1 at Garudeshwar, Vaman Vriksh Vatika, Satpura Protection Wall, e-bus charging depot and 25 electric buses, Narmada Ghat extension, Kaushalya Path, walkway from Ekta Dwar to Shresth Bharat Bhavan Phase 2, smart bus stops Phase 2, dam replica fountain and GSEC quarters among others. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also laid the foundation stone of various projects including Museum of Royal Kingdoms of India, Veer Balak Udyan, Sports Complex, Rainforest Project, jetty development near Shupaneshwar Ghat, travelators at the Statue of Unity, among others. During the program, PM Modi released a special commemorative coin of 150 rupee denomination and a stamp marking the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Patel. On Friday, Prime Minister will participate in the Rashtriya Ekta Divas celebrations and offer a floral tribute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel on his birth anniversary. He will administer the Ekta Divas pledge and witness the Ekta Divas parade. Bureau Report, DD India.
All right, now we have got our colleague and DD India's Meghna Dev joining us from Kevadia, the ground zero of the celebrations, where the biggest celebration of the 150th anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's birth anniversary will be unfolding, and we are of course broadcasting that entire coverage, bringing it to you. And Meghna, just tell us how are things looking right now, because yesterday the weather was a bit of a concern. Today, how is Ekta Nagar, the Statue of Unity, looking for the grand parade that will take place for the first time to mark the occasion of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's birth anniversary, National Unity Day?
Yes, Gautam, well, the weather is still cloudy and rainfall is predicted. Well, it will still not dampen the excitement and the enthusiasm that people have here who are participating in the parade, and also the people around Kevadia and the district of Narmada who have been, coming here to actually see the parade and see the contingents marching here. Very importantly, I'm here currently at the path which leads to the parade ground, and what I see is that a number of hotels, resorts, and a lot of infrastructure has come up in the past few years. I have been tracking this area since 2015, and after 2018, when the statue had come here, there had been a lot of footfall of tourists also. So not only when we see that this is a celebration of the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Patel, but also a kind of celebration of what Ekta Nagar has now become, which was formerly known as Kevadia. We see a very beautiful infrastructure of the railway station. Then we see a lot of gardens and a lot of tourist attractions that have come up: night tourism, day tourism, flora, fauna, and much more. Also, adventure tourism has been taken care of. So a lot of things, a lot of development in and around the region of Ekta Nagar, which has also impacted the overall development, we can say, of the Narmada district, Rajpipla, nearby areas as well. Now, besides that also, when we actually see that Prime Minister Narendra Modi had, laid foundation stone, as well as inaugurated a number of projects which promote ecotourism, green mobility, infrastructure, tribal development. in this region, we also do see that today there will be, the CRPF jawans as well as the BSF jawans will also be honored, who have been taking part in anti-Naxal operations as well as anti-terror operations in Jammu and Kashmir. So it is going to be a very important day, obviously a very significant day to mark the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Right.
Also, the kind of development that Kevadia has seen, as well as obviously our armed forces, their valor, and the kind of, and not only them, but also we will be seeing the native canine heritage that India has, which actually multiplies our the force of the strength of our armed forces. The hounds will also be there with the marching contingents. So and also an air show with the Surya Kiran team. So that will be here on the parade, and the preparations are underway, which will and the parade will start in an hour from now.
Right, Meghna, since you've been telling us that you've been tracking the celebration since 2015, and this year, of course, is a special one because it is 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Tell us about whether every year you've seen the scale of the celebrations go up, because like you've pointed out, there are various key attractions this time around. So every year, are we seeing things becoming bigger, the scale better, and also do the locals there feel a sense of pride in having the Statue of Unity there, and do they connect with the values that Sardar Patel represents?
Munmun, since we have seen the statue come up in 2018, when we see, after that this area has seen, I can say 10x growth, or maybe the kind of growth that nobody would have ever imagined for this area. First, when we actually see that only the statue was here for the tourists to come visit. After that, we saw with the Valley of Flowers. After that, we saw the Arogya Garden. We saw a number of more places like the Cactus Garden. Then we saw the Narmada Ghat, come up, where the Narmada Aarti is now performed. A lot of activities have always, year after year, number of activities and attractions have joined the Glow Garden for the pets, for the jungle safari. Many things have come up, year by year, which has multiplied the attraction for the tourists. Many people we meet, the tourists that we meet have come here 3 times, 4 times, and they also tell us that every time they see something new, something different in this area. Now, which has also resulted in a lot of development, income generation, employment, for the tribals, because this is a tribal area. So when we talk about Narmada, it is basically a tribal area, and the tribals here are getting employment in this area itself. Generally, it used to happen that they used to go to Ahmedabad, to Bharuch, to Surat, Bharuch also and Surat also, because that's the industrial area for employment. But after the statue has come up, this trend has changed. Now the people here in Kevadia are also, a number of people are running homestays here. So these kind of initiatives and the kind of development that has happened in the area has resulted in people not going to other places for employment, seeking employment, but generating self-employment for themselves here in this area, as well as getting employed in a number of hospitality and restaurant businesses here, especially which are directly, indirectly linked to tourism. Besides that, we see the Ekta Mall, the Children Nutrition Park, and a lot of things here for tourists where, the people here are employed. Now, this has directly, we see the kind of ecotourism that is here. We see the kind of development that has happened, sustainable development also we can say, because a lot of greenery is still being preserved in and around the area. The number of gardens that have been made here have also preserved the kind of greenery that is in and around the area. So besides having infrastructure development, as I told you when we started speaking, that I'm on the path that leads to the parade ground, that leads to the Statue of Unity, and I see a number of hotels and resorts that have come up. And this is all running because of, the tourist footfall that comes here, and especially the tourist footfall catches up after summer vacations and continues till, because the winters are very beautiful here. The rainy season is very beautiful here in Kevadia because obviously of the lush greenery that is here near the hills in Kevadia. So this has also resulted in a lot of attraction for tourists. but also continuous tourist footfall has helped people generate, increase the economy of this entire Ekta Nagar, as well as the nearby areas like Narmada, Rajpipla for that matter.
And Meghna, also tell us, in terms of the message of unity that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel stood for, how does it this monument itself, the idol, the statue, and the entire area of Ekta Nagar, or Kevadia as it's also called, how does it really project it in terms of when a lot of visitors come? You were mentioning how it's emerged as a major tourist destination. Another place to visit in Gujarat itself, which itself is quite a lot of destinations to speak of. And how does it really take that message across to the people in a manner which is non-scholastic, non-historical, preachy? How people engaged there to understand what really India went through during the independence struggle, and how Sardar Patel contributed to that and the making of modern India?
When we actually visit the statue, any tourist comes to visit the statue, on the base of the statue is a museum, and that museum where you can read as well, where also you can actually go through a film to actually understand how Sardar Patel's visionary leadership in forging a united India from diverse princely states, a foundation that continues to underpin the nation's progress. It is something that people get to understand. Earlier, when people used to visit places which were related to Sardar Patel, they used to visit Karamsad, places in Nadiad where he has studied, or in Ahmedabad, the Gujarat Club, where Sardar Patel and Mahatma Gandhi first met. So these are the places where Sardar Patel, which are associated with Sardar Patel. But after this statue has come up, the kind of we can say the kind of information that comes through about Sardar Patel, his contribution, and how he managed to bring all the princely states together. We can say that this statue not only commemorates the past triumph that Sardar Patel had, but also, with the message of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, it brings out the kind of patriotism, the kind of unity that people, take back from here.
Yes, Meghna, also tell us about how the statue also represents unity in diversity, about how, for instance, farmers from around India had contributed iron from their farming tools. This is important considering that Sardar Patel was the son of a farmer, and he had also mobilized farmers during the Kheda Satyagraha in the pre-independence period.
Yes, obviously Sardar Patel's contribution, and this is what I was telling you about, that on the base there's a museum where all of this has been mentioned, that how farmers had donated iron, donated iron for building this statue, which is the world's tallest statue. And when we actually see that Sardar Patel was tasked with unifying about 560 princely states covering near about 40% of India's territory population into the Union of India, we do see that how Sardar Patel's contribution comes through. Now we also do see that how Sardar Patel's contribution, not only as India's first Deputy Prime Minister or the Minister of Home Affairs, but how his crucial role in national integration process happened following the independence in 1947. So these are his contributions that have that once anybody visits Kevadia, he or she will be able to understand the kind of contribution that Sardar Patel had, and his crucial role following the independence in 1947. And after that also how when Prime Minister Narendra Modi says that his contribution was not genuinely or not honored as much as it should have been in the past. And then now when this statue comes up, people literally, after visiting the museum, after understanding about all his contributions, after understanding about how Sardar Patel had managed to bring all the princely states together, what has been his contribution, why we call him the Iron Man of India, why is this statue made in his memory? This is what people say, that this should have been done a lot many years
back,
many years ago. So this is what the kind of emotion that people carry from here. But besides, obviously, as I told you, the essence of unity that this statue, gives you, the emotion, the vibe that people carry from here is obviously the emotion of unity, obviously patriotic fervor. And when this unity parade happens, I've been attending this quite a few years now. The unity parade definitely brings in a lot of showcase. It's a showcase of unity. Obviously, when the armed forces are marching, the marching contingents are there. There are tableaus of different contingents, different states as well. But after that, when the number of artists come here and perform today, there will be 900 artists who will be performing here. There's so much diversity, and they will be in so much of sync. Definitely a sight to behold for our viewers on television, as well as who will be here at this parade ground.
Yes, Meghna, you mentioned how there's a sense that Sardar Patel's legacy was not acknowledged. It wasn't really propagated or talked about or honored to the extent that it should have for a very large part of independent India. But tell us, to what extent has that changed now, especially since 2014, because it was almost as if the Modi government took upon itself to reacquaint the nation with Sardar Patel, the Iron Man of India.
Well, we just saw what, Union Minister Mansukh Mandavia said, that since he was the MLA in Gujarat and he was working with the then Chief Minister, the current Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he did, he had this feeling that why Sardar Patel's legacy, his crucial role, his importance has not been honored as much. And that is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi did when when the BJP government came to power in 2014, and when it was the Modi government which brought in this Unity Day, the celebration of Unity Day, and after that the making of the statue happened. And when we actually did see how the statue was made, it's been a journey as well here in Kevadia. We see the Sardar Sarovar Dam here, which is the lifeline of Gujarat, and then we see Sardar Patel, the stalwart, who is obviously from Gujarat, but also has his contribution is so immense that it was always a void that his legacy was not honored. But since this has happened, we see the statue coming up. It's gaining a lot of attraction from across people in India and abroad as well, because people also come here to understand who is this man who India has honored in such a manner, building the world's tallest statue. So people from abroad also come here because now the connectivity is very good. From Mumbai, people can easily come here. From Ahmedabad also, people can easily come here. So the government has also ensured that.
Well,
all right,
celebrations have started
yes.
of the National Unity Day, today being the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, India's first Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister.
Well, now we are getting you images of President Draupadi Murmu paying floral tributes at the statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in New Delhi. That is the nation's president paying floral tributes at Patel Chowk.
श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित करती हुई भारत की माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदया श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी एवं इस समय पुष्प सुमन अर्पित करते हुए भारत के माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी थी रग रग में जिसके देशभक्ति की शक्ति, जिससे मिली हमें अखंड भारत की भक्ति, एकीकरण का स्वप्न जिसने सच कर दिखलाया, दृढ़ निश्चय से भारत का मानचित्र बनवाया। हे राष्ट्र शिल्पी सरदार, हे भारत के तुम लाल, तुम्हें कोटि कोटि नमन, झुका रहे हम भाल। और अब आगे बढ़ लौह पुरुष सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल की पावन स्मृति को शत शत नमन करती हुई दिल्ली की माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्रीमती रेखा गुप्ता जी, जिनकी खुशबू से फैला अपना हिंदुस्तान, वो थे वल्लभ भाई पटेल, भारत की शान। और उनसे पूर्व अपने श्रद्धा सुमन अर्पित करते हुए माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय श्री विनय कुमार सक्सेना जी, हम सब के लिए ये कर्तव्य का समय कि जिन्होंने भारत को एकता के इस दृढ़ स्वरूप में बांधा, हम सभी उन्हें नमन करें, उनके जीवन के हर चरित्र को स्वयं के जीवन में अंगीकार करें और भारत भूमि की एकता, अखंडता और कल्याण हेतु अपने हर कदम को आगे की तरफ बढ़ाएं। एकता के जिस दृढ़ सूत्र को बांधने का कार्य स्वयं लौह पुरुष सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल ने किया, जिनकी सोच स्वयं राष्ट्र सेवा में इंगित थी, आज उनके जन्म दिवस पर हम सब नतमस्तक हो उन्हें नमन करते हैं। सुंदर समय सभी के लिए और नमन करने का उत्सव हम सभी के लिए। ये भारत
So rich tributes, floral tributes being paid to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel by the nation's President Draupadi Murmu at Patel Chowk in New Delhi, and joining her were the Home Minister Amit Shah, as well as we had Lieutenant Governor of Delhi and Chief Minister of Delhi joining them as well to pay tributes to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel on National Unity Day, which is also the 150th birth anniversary this year of the Iron Man of India.
Yes, Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan was also there to pay floral tributes to the Iron Man of India, and even 7 decades later, we are astonished by the triumphs that he managed in that point in time, considering the challenges that were there just before India's independence, even after India's independence, in terms of tensions of various kinds and partition of India into India and Pakistan. Well, joining us now for perspective are two guests. We have Praful Ketkar, editor organizer, joining us, and also we have with us Professor Hiraman Tiwari. He is a well-known historian. He's joining us. They are in fact both joining us to share their views on the legacy of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Such a pleasure to have you, Praful Ketkar ji, on DD India on this special broadcast alluding Sardar Patel's legacy. You know, like I was saying, it's astonishing to think of what he achieved at that point in time, considering the challenges that were there. You know, what are your first thoughts on this occasion? We are celebrating 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Patel.
Good morning, Munmun, and happy National Unity Day to you and all the viewers. See, when we are celebrating 150 years of Sardar Patel and celebrating it as a National Unity Day, why Sardar Patel symbolizes national unity? We need to understand. We witness various kinds of partition as an effect of colonization. But the original idea of colonizers was not just partition what we have seen. They actually wanted to splinter India into various groups and princely states. And because of that, in what transpired in 1940s was to actually allow each and every state to have its own say. Traditionally, we were a decentralized state but a unified nation. When British India and the other was the states or princely states of India. So during the colonial period, India was divided into these two parts. But eventually, we have seen Pakistan and then East and West Pakistan, then Bangladesh. So not just the religious line, but many other fault lines were created. Sardar Patel decided that, British should not be successful in their agenda to divide India into various parts. So there were 565 princely states. So he used all his diplomatic maneuvers to bring them together. He was very clear that these were the same people who in 1931 gave assurance that we are part and parcel of India during Round Table Conference. they were just not sure what would be their status when they participate in. So one landmark event that happened actually with the princely state of Vadodara. 256 princely states came together and they decided to join the constitution making process. It was a joint resolution by this. And finally, 92 representatives from these princely states got accommodated in the constitution making process. I think it was a very, very remarkable movement that was many people do not understand it because we generally talk about Junagadh and Hyderabad and to some extent Jammu Kashmir, but there was a small princely state like Bastar, which was ruled by a then prince who was hardly 10, 12 years old, and through his attorney he used to do all the business. So Sardar Patel virtually treat him like a grandson, and then made him comfortable and literally fed him and told Menon, who was now then handling his entire affairs. He said, "What are you doing? He's just a kid." So many people believe that the general impression is Sardar was very a tough person and very, which he was when it comes to his principles and decision making. But as Sama Dama Danda Bhed, as they say in Indian diplomacy, he used all his skills to bring India as a geography together. What we see today in terms of our borders, it is thanks to Sardar Patel.
Yes, a
He was
wonderful,
very
wonderful
clear
anecdote there,
about what we are.
Praful Ketkar. Thank you for that anecdote, and we would be hearing more of them through the course of this broadcast. But let's just tell our viewers as to what the President has written on social media about the occasion today, and I quote, "On the birth anniversary of Iron Man Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, I extend my heartfelt best wishes to all my fellow citizens. Sardar Patel was a great patriot, visionary leader and nation builder who accomplished the historic task of unifying the country through his unwavering resolve, indomitable courage and adept leadership. His dedication and spirit of national service serve as an inspiration to us all. Let us, on the occasion of National Unity Day, unite together and resolve to build a strong, harmonious and excellent India." Unquote.
Yes, and also joining us now is Dr. Hiraman Tiwari. He is a professor of history with JNU. Well, Tiwari ji, welcome to this special broadcast. We are saluting Sardar Patel's legacy on his 150th birth anniversary and celebrating the National Unity Day. Your thoughts on this occasion? We've been discussing the challenge that was pretty daunting at that point in time to unite all the princely states into the Union of India, which he managed to do. Perhaps no one could have managed what he managed with his negotiation skills, his diplomacy and coercion where it was needed. So, your thoughts on this occasion, on his legacy?
Let me just add to that, Dr. Tiwari. It's also said, Gautam here, that had it not been for Sardar Patel, India would have lost Kashmir, India would have lost Junagadh, India would have lost Hyderabad. Please.
Thank you very much, and good morning, Munmun, Gautam, and a very good morning to my dear friend, Mr. Praful Ketkar ji, who had just outlined something which many of us would not perhaps pay attention or even know about Sardar Patel. Yes, a very good day and best wishes for National Unity Day, Ekta Divas. I take inspiration from what Praful Ketkar ji has said, how he thought about uniting India. I simply say that India, he saw this, he had a vision of seeing multiplicity in one India. So he already had in his mind that India is one, it is united. How do we do and establish this kind of multiplicity? And therefore, he went about very carefully and very warmly, as the anecdote from Bastar he quoted, how to handle those rulers who are at the helm of affairs in their princely states. As he mentioned, many of them had already come into fray, and those who were not, his job it was to go and convince his assistants, his advisors, or personally interact with these states and to convince them that this was a very, very long and hard-fought battle to have got independence, and therefore it was necessary that the unity that India already had must be shown, must be displayed, and everybody must be convinced. My point is that it is the unity that he had in his mind, but he also wanted to give this multiplicity, this identity to various people, and therefore you had various states coming up. Obviously, as you mentioned, Munmun and Gautam, that there are many states that we keep mentioning that Sardar Patel managed to get them in the fold because they were different, whether it is Junagadh or Hyderabad. But one of them which is often mentioned, that if Kashmir was given to him to bring to the fold, perhaps the thing will be different. But that is history. History has now come back full circle, and in 2019, the problem seems to have been solved, at least the constitutional problem and administrative problem. So that vision of Sardar Patel at that time has worked over the last 6-7 decades now, and I personally feel that whatever little I know, that he has not been given due so far in modern Indian history's creation, or the creation of modern India, if you like, a united India, which was one country but appeared to be many at that time. And as Prafulji said, that the forces, including the colonial rulers, and even before that, wanted this country, India. They did leave and they did give us, or rather we got independence, but they did not work towards the unity with which they would have loved to continue ruling that country.
Yes, we'll take this forward. Professor, I'll intervene here because tributes are now pouring in on social media. We earlier showed you the ex-post by the President of India, and now an ex-post by Amit Shah, India's Home Minister. He's written on X, and I quote, "On the occasion of his birth anniversary, I pay homage to the Iron Man, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ji, a symbol of national unity, integrity and the empowerment of farmers on behalf of a grateful nation. Sardar Sahib strengthened the unity and security of the country by integrating the princely states and advanced the nation towards self-employment and self-reliance by connecting farmers, backward classes and the deprived with cooperatives. His firm belief was that the axis of the country's development lies in the prosperity of farmers. He remained dedicated throughout his life to the welfare of farmers and the protection of their rights. It is the duty of every patriot to safeguard the nation that Sardar Patel built, bound by the principles of justice and unity." Unquote.
Very specific quote there as well. Amit Shah, also the Cooperatives Minister in the Union Government. Dr. Tiwari, let me return to you just to further understand a little bit more about Sardar Patel. He has two well-known sobriquets. One is Sardar, the other is Iron Man, Lauh Purush. Just tell us the story behind these two sobriquets. What really earned him these names?
Gautam, I think we should take you from what initially Prafulji said. Of course, Lauh Purush, behind that iron image that he had a very soft heart. As Amit Shah ji said, I was saying that he strengthened the unity. The unity was already there in India for thousands of years. It just appeared during the colonial period and before that this was fragmented because various states, various regions were trying to establish their own supremacy and fighting the forces which were invading them or intervening in their affairs. So, and the softness that you spoke about, or Amit Shah ji said, that the farmers, how he thought of the farmers, how he thought of those who needed help in the country. It was not only the job of the country which has just got independence to celebrate and perhaps to consolidate, but also to give succor to those who have been neglected.
Right, now let's go live across to the launch of the Run for Unity on National Unity Day 2025 in New Delhi.
You can see in the frame There is Union Home Minister and Cooperatives Minister Amit Shah, Urban Development Minister as well there, and Delhi's LG as well as Chief Minister. This is the launch of the Run for Unity, another Union Government initiative on the occasion of the birth anniversary of Sardar Patel. It happens every year. It was introduced in recent years after the Modi government took over to take the message of unity across each year to the people, to ensure that it becomes something that people themselves contribute to, participate in, and this takes the spirit of unity across the nation, because it's not only organized in Delhi, it's organized in multiple locations.
Yes.
माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री जी में अजेय इच्छा शक्ति तथा संकल्प है। राष्ट्र हित के लक्ष्य के प्रति उनमें गजब का समर्पण भाव है। हमारी करबद्ध प्रार्थना है माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी से कि कृपया हम सबको संबोधित करें और उसके तत्पश्चात हमें राष्ट्रीय एकता की शपथ दिलाएं। जोरदार तालियां माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री जी के लिए।
आज महान सरदार पटेल की 150वीं जयंती के उपलक्ष्य में एकता दौड़ के अवसर पर मेरे साथ मंच पर उपस्थित श्रीमान मनोहर लाल खट्टर जी, भारत सरकार के शहरी विकास और विद्युत मंत्री, श्री मनसुख मांडविया जी, श्रम, रोजगार और युवा मामलों के मंत्री, श्री विनय कुमार सक्सेना जी, लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर नई दिल्ली, श्रीमती रेखा गुप्ता जी, दिल्ली की लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री, श्री बंडी संजय कुमार जी, गृह मंत्रालय में मेरे साथी मंत्री, सुश्री बांसुरी स्वराज जी, यह क्षेत्र की सांसद महोदया, श्री प्रवेश वर्मा जी, माननीय मंत्री दिल्ली सरकार, श्री मनजिंदर सिंह सिरसा जी, माननीय मंत्री दिल्ली सरकार, और आज इस पार्क में और देश भर में एकता दौड़ के लिए एकत्रित हुए सभी भाइयों बहनों का मैं हृदय से स्वागत करता हूं। आज का दिन हम सब के लिए विशेष दिन है। हर 31 अक्टूबर को 2014 से लेकर आज 2025 तक हम एकता दौड़ सरदार पटेल साहब के सम्मान में आयोजित करते हैं, परंतु आज सरदार साहब का 150वां जयंती है और इस विषय पर इसको मद्देनजर रखते हुए माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने तय किया है कि इसको एक विशेष आयोजन के रूप में देश भर में मनाया जाएगा। मित्रों, हम सभी जानते हैं आजादी के आंदोलन में और आजादी के बाद भारत के अभी के मानचित्र के निर्माण में सरदार पटेल की बहुत बड़ी भूमिका रही है। एक और तो आजादी के आंदोलन में बैरिस्टर की प्रैक्टिस छोड़कर महात्मा गांधी के आह्वान को स्वीकार कर सरदार पटेल ने आजादी के आंदोलन में हिस्सा लिया, मगर उनकी नेतृत्व क्षमता तब मालूम पड़ी जब 1928 में किसानों को जो अन्याय होता था, इसमें बारडोली सत्याग्रह हुआ। गुजरात के दक्षिणी छोर पर बारडोली सत्याग्रह जब हुआ तब सभी लोग मानते थे कि अंग्रेज नहीं झुकेगा। सरदार साहब के नेतृत्व में किसानों ने आंदोलन शुरू किया और देखते देखते एक छोटे से कस्बे में फैला हुआ वो आंदोलन देश भर के किसानों का आंदोलन बनकर रह गया और अंततोगत्वा अंग्रेजों ने किसानों की बात माननी पड़ी और उसी आंदोलन को लेकर महात्मा गांधी ने वल्लभ भाई पटेल को सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल का उपनाम लिया और वहीं से वल्लभ भाई पटेल सरदार पटेल बने। आजादी के बाद अंग्रेजों ने देश को 562 छोटी बड़ी रियासतों में बांटने का काम किया। देश और दुनिया में सभी लोग चिंतित थे कि 562 रियासतों में बटा हुआ भारत किस प्रकार से एक अखंड भारत बन सकता है। परंतु सरदार पटेल की कुनेही थी, उनकी दृढ़ता ही थी, उनकी क्षमता ही थी कि बहुत कम समय में सभी 562 रियासतों को एकजुट कर कर आज का भारत का मानचित्र, आज का नक्शा सरदार पटेल के कारण बना और इसी काम ने आज के भारत की नींव रखी। काठियावाड़ की कुछ रियासतें, भोपाल, जूनागढ़, जोधपुर, त्रावणकोर और हैदराबाद, ये सभी राज्यों ने अलग अलग प्रकार के प्रयास किए, प्रपंच भी किए कुछ लोगों ने, मगर सरदार पटेल की लौह दृढ़ता ने इस सभी का समन करते हुए एक अखंड भारत की रचना की और उसमें एक ही चीज छूट गई थी, धारा 370 से कश्मीर हमारे साथ जुड़ना, पूर्ण रूप से जुड़ना बाकी रह गया था। तो नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने सरदार साहब का वो काम भी पूरा कर दिया और आज अखंड भारत हमारे सामने है। जब आजादी का दिन था, सभी लोग तिरंगा फहराने में व्यस्त थे। उस वक्त सरदार साहब नेवल वॉरशिप को मॉनिटर कर रहे थे और उस वक्त लद्दाख किसके पास जाएगा ये बहुत बड़ा मसला था और समय पर नेवी को लद्दाख पर भेजकर झंडा फहराकर लक्षद्वीप, समय पर नेवी को लक्षद्वीप भेजकर झंडा फहराकर लक्षद्वीप आज भारत का हिस्सा है। वो बहुत बड़ा योगदान सरदार पटेल का हमारे देश के आजादी के तुरंत बाद हुआ। परंतु सरदार साहब का उचित सम्मान उस वक्त की कांग्रेस सरकारों ने नहीं किया। उनको भारत रत्न देते देते 41 साल लग गए। 41 साल बाद उनको भारत रत्न से सम्मानित किया गया। उनके काम के अनुरूप कोई स्मारक भी नहीं बनाया गया। जब नरेंद्र मोदी जी गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री बने तब उन्होंने संकल्प लिया कि केवड़िया कॉलोनी में दुनिया पूरी देखती रह जाए इस तरह का सरदार साहब का स्मारक बनाएंगे और वहीं पर स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी का कंसेप्ट रखा गया। 31 अक्टूबर 2013 को स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी की नींव रखी गई। 182 मीटर ऊंची सरदार साहब की उत्तुंग प्रतिमा आज पूरे देश को एकता का संदेश दे रही। 57 महीने बनाने में लगे और सरदार साहब किसानों के नेता थे, किसानों के पुरोहित थे। हमेशा उन्होंने किसानों के हित के लिए काम किया। स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी के लिए जो लोहा चाहिए था उसको किसानों के औजार से एकत्रित किया गया। लगभग 25,000 टन लोहा देश भर के किसानों से एकत्रित कर इसको पिघलाकर ये स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी की रचना हुई, जिसमें लगभग 25,000 टन लोहा, 90,000 घन मीटर कंक्रीट और 1700 टन से अधिक कांसा डालकर ये बहुत बड़ी प्रतिमा का निर्माण किया गया और आज वो भारत के सबसे प्रसिद्ध यात्रा स्थानों में से एक बना है। अब तक लगभग 2.5 करोड़ लोगों ने स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी का मुलाकात भी किया है और वहां पर जाकर सरदार साहब को श्रद्धांजलि भी दी है। कुछ ही मिनटों के बाद वहां पर एकता परेड होगी। देश की एकता, अखंडता और आंतरिक सुरक्षा, ये तीनों में सरदार साहब ने जो पथ कंडारा है, उसी रास्ते पर देश आगे बढ़ रहा है। इनको श्रद्धांजलि के रूप में देश के सभी राज्यों की पुलिस, सभी सीएपीएफ आज परेड कर कर, एक भव्य परेड कर कर वहां पर सरदार साहब को श्रद्धांजलि देंगे। देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी स्वयं वहां उपस्थित है और वहां पर देश की एकता और सांस्कृतिक विरासत को प्रदर्शित करने वाली सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम की भी वहां पर आज आयोजन किया गया है। और ये तय किया गया है गृह मंत्रालय के द्वारा कि ये 150वीं जयंती के बाद हर साल एकता परेड को इसी भव्य स्वरूप में मनाकर सरदार साहब को श्रद्धांजलि देने का काम किया जाएगा। और मित्रों, आज एकता दौड़ को भी विशेष रूप से हम मना रहे हैं, शपथ ग्रहण कार्यक्रम को भी विशेष रूप से मना रहे हैं। पूरे देश भर में सभी पुलिस थानों पर, सभी कॉलेजों में, सभी स्कूलों में एकता दौड़ का आयोजन हुआ है। विश्वविद्यालयों में परिसंवाद रखे गए हैं और शपथ लेने का कार्यक्रम भी रखा गया है। मुझे आनंद है कि आज इतने सालों के बाद सरदार पटेल की 150वीं जयंती के दिन पर देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने जो फैसले किए हैं, वो फैसलों के कारण सरदार साहब देश की जनता को कई और युगों तक प्रेरणा दे पाएंगे। इनका विचार कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी और द्वारका से लेकर कामाख्या तक पूरे देश में, विशेषकर युवाओं में प्रचलित हो, इसकी जानकारी मिले, इसलिए विशेष आयोजन हुए हैं। इससे देश को निश्चित रूप से फायदा ही होने वाला है। देश की एकता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखने का संकल्प लिए हुए युवा आगे के भारत का निर्माण भी करेंगे। तो चलिए हम सब मिलकर आज राष्ट्रीय एकता दिन की शपथ लेंगे। सभी लोग अपने अपने स्थान पर खड़े होकर दाहिना हाथ आगे कर मैं यहां से शपथ लूंगा, आप दोहराएंगे। मैं सत्य निष्ठा से शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं राष्ट्र की एकता, अखंडता और सुरक्षा बनाए रखने के लिए स्वयं को समर्पित करूंगा और अपने देशवासियों के बीच यह संदेश फैलाने का भरसक प्रयास करूंगा। मैं यह शपथ अपने देश की एकता की भावना से ले रहा हूं, जिसे सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल की दूरदर्शिता एवं कार्यों द्वारा संभव बनाया जा सका। मैं अपने देश की आंतरिक सुरक्षा सुनिश्चित करने के लिए अपना योगदान करने का भी सत्य निष्ठा से संकल्प करता हूं। मेरे साथ बोलिए, भारत माता की वंदे वंदे।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय आपके ऊर्जमय संबोधन के लिए। और अब मैं निवेदन करती हूं, श्री दीपक पुनिया रेसलिंग, सुश्री मनीषा मौन बॉक्सिंग, श्री अर्जुन लाल रोइंग तथा श्री शरद कुमार पैरा एथलीट आपसे कि कृपया मंच पर आएं और माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री जी को झंडी सौंपें और एकता की इस दौड़ का माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री जी शुभारंभ करेंगे। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में देश के आदर्श की प्रतिमा, एकता और अखंडता की लौह फौलादी प्रतिमा, आपसे निवेदन है माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री जी को झंडी प्रदान करें। विश्व की सर्वोच्च और भव्य प्रतिमा स्थापित की गई है माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के द्वारा और भारतीय महासंकल्प की मूर्ति स्थापित की गई है। आज भारत सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका प्रयास, सबका विश्वास के एकात्म भाव से आगे बढ़ रहा है। माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री जी के कर कमलों द्वारा आज इस एकता की दौड़ का शुभारंभ किया जाएगा। जी हाँ, एकता की दौड़ का शुभारंभ किया माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी द्वारा। भारतवासियों, इतिहास को अपनी नियति मानकर स्वीकार कर लेने वाले बहुत होते हैं, लेकिन इतिहास को बदलने का साहस कर नया इतिहास रचने वाले कम होते हैं। स्वतंत्र भारत के एक वो गृह मंत्री सरदार पटेल जिन्होंने भारत को संगठित किया और एक नए भारत के माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री जी श्री अमित शाह जी ने अखंड भारत का नारा बुलंद किया। देव पुरुष की शक्ति प्रेरणा हम सबको संबल देती, देव पुरुष की शक्ति प्रेरणा हमको संबल देती, सभी चुनौती संघर्षों से लड़ने का बल देती। देश तोड़ने हमें लड़ाने वाली ताकत जाने, केवड़िया में जमा हुआ है प्रहरी सीना ताने। नहीं तिरंगा कभी झुकेगा, रख ले दुश्मन याद, हर आंधी को खुली चुनौती देता है फौलाद, हर आंधी को खुली चुनौती देता है फरियाद, हर आंधी को खुली चुनौती देता है फौलाद। जिसने भारत माँ को खंड खंड टुकड़े में करने की साजिश को नाकाम करने का पवित्र कार्य किया था, ऐसे महापुरुष, लौह पुरुष सरदार पटेल को हमारा शत शत नमन। अंधकार से, जी हाँ, एक गति से आगे बढ़ते रहे जैसे कि भारत गतिमान है, आगे बढ़ रहा है माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में। अंधकार से जाकर कह दो रथ सूरज का निकल पड़ा है, अंधकार से जाकर कह दो रथ सूरज का निकल पड़ा है। उसके पैरों में मिट्टी है, मस्तक उसका अग्नि जड़ा है। घोड़े दौड़ रहे हैं रथ के, नमन कर रहे कंकड़ पथ के। धूल समर्पित होती जाए, दूर क्षितिज से दिशा बुलाए, हाथ जोड़ के लक्ष्य खड़ा है, रथ सूरज का निकल पड़ा है, रथ सूरज का निकल पड़ा है। माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी के कर कमलों द्वारा झंडी दिखाकर आज इस एकता की दौड़ का शुभारंभ किया गया। विजय पताका लिए खड़ा है, रथ सूरज का निकल पड़ा है। जी हाँ, ऐसे ही आगे दौड़ते रहिए, इसी ही जज्बे और उत्साह के साथ में। सत्य सारथी बन जाए तो पहिए चक्र सुदर्शन होंगे, सत्य सारथी बन जाए तो पहिए चक्र सुदर्शन होंगे। काल रात्रि का चूर्ण उड़ेगा, नव प्रभात के दर्शन होंगे। जीवट अपना बहुत बड़ा है, रथ सूरज का निकल पड़ा है। भारत का रथ सूरज की भांति जो चमक रहा है, आज सारे विश्व में चमक उसकी दिख रही है। एकता की ये मिसाल, जागरूकता की ये मशाल कभी बुझे ना, कदम जो बढ़ चुके हैं कभी रुके ना। जी हाँ, उठाया है सर गर्व से जो कभी झुके ना। आगे बढ़ते रहिए इसी जज्बे के साथ, इसी भावना के साथ, एकता की भावना। संकल्प जो कर चुके हैं वो कभी डिगे ना। हमने 125 करोड़ ने एकजुट होकर बड़ी एकता से ये नया भारत बनाया है भारतवासियों। इसकी प्रगति कभी रुके ना। बोलो जिंदाबाद पांव धर, शिखरों की ऊंचाई पर, हिम्मत करके कब्जा कर लो सागर की गहराई पर। जी हाँ, बहुत अच्छे। इसी भावना के साथ, इसी उत्साह और ऊर्जा के साथ आगे बढ़ते रहिए। ऊर्जा के स्रोत माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री जी आज हमारे बीच में हैं। बहुत अच्छे से आप लोग इस जिम्मेदारी को, अनुशासन को निभा रहे हैं। सरदार पटेल के आदर्शों पर चलने वाले हम सभी भारतीय हैं। बोलो जिंदाबाद पांव धर, शिखरों की ऊंचाई पर, हिम्मत करके कब्जा कर लो सागर की गहराई पर। अपनी आंखों में झांको तुम, नमी नहीं चिंगारी है, चिंगारी पर राख नहीं है, लपटों की तैयारी है। चलो हवा दो इस चिंगारी को, शोलों में ढाल दो, जहां चुनौती का बादल है, शोला एक उछाल दो। जोशीला अंदाज तुम्हारा, रग रग में तूफान है, थाम तिरंगा करो घोषणा, हिंदुस्तान गतिमान है, थाम तिरंगा करो घोषणा, हिंदुस्तान गतिमान है। आइए जुड़ जाएं, जुट जाएं, एकजुट हो जाएं। स्वतंत्र भारत को संगठित भारत का स्वरूप प्रदान करने वाले नवीन भारत के महान निर्माता सरदार पटेल को एक सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि प्रदान करें, स्मरणांजलि प्रदान करें। एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत का नारा माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हम सबको दिया है। हम सब देख रहे हैं कि उसमें विकसित भारत, भारतीयों का भारत, प्यारा भारत, सब कुछ भारत, विश्व गुरु भारत, अखंड भारत, अक्षुण्ण भारत, ये सभी जुड़ गया है। तुम्ही समय की परिभाषा हो, निर्णय हो, निर्णायक हो। आप सभी युवा आगे बढ़ते रहिए। तुम्ही समय की परिभाषा है, निर्णय हो, निर्णायक हो। वंदे मातरम गीत तुम्ही तो जन गण मन अधिनायक हो, जन गण मन अधिनायक हो। आगे बढ़ते रहिए। बहुत ही अच्छे से आप इस जिम्मेदारी को, दौड़ को निभा रहे हैं। एक साथ समानो मंत्रः समितिः समानी, समानो मनः सह चित्त में शाम, समानो मंत्राभिमंत्र ये वह, समानेन वा हविषा जुहोमि। यानी हमारे मन विचार कर्म सब एक हों, सभी राष्ट्रहित का एक साथ मिलकर सोच विचार करें। आपने बहुत अच्छे से इस उत्साह और ऊर्जा के साथ में इस एकता की दौड़ की जिम्मेदारी को निभाया है। ऐसे ही आगे बढ़ते रहिए। हर युवा देश का तत्पर हो, वो बने कमांडो भारत का। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में, माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री जी के सानिध्य में हर युवा देश का तत्पर हो, वो बने कमांडो भारत का। खुद रखे हौसला, उत्तर दे दुश्मन की घृणित शरारत का। हम उठा हाथ संकल्प करें, यह वक्त जीत ना पाएगा। हर ओर हमेशा की भांति दुश्मन फिर मुंह की खाएगा, दुश्मन फिर मुंह की खाएगा। आप लोग आगे बढ़ते हुए तिरंगे के 3 रंग की तरह, जैसे तिरंगे में 3 रंग होते हैं, उसी तरह से हम सब अलग अलग रंगों के एक साथ जुड़कर बहुत सुंदर लगते हैं। जहां जहां तक खिले तिरंगा, वहां वहां तक घर मेरा है। जब जब ऊंचा ये झंडा है, तब तब ऊंचा सर मेरा है। हर बार तिरंगा जीता है, जब देश साथ मिल गाया है। जब दिल में नई उमंगों का सागर हिल्लोल उठाया है, तब 3 रंग में रचा हुआ यह महाकाव्य बन आया है। जब क्षितिज नया और नया सवेरा हम सबको साथ बुलाता है, जब नए दौर का, नई प्रगति का रथ लेकर वह आता है, जब सूर्य निगल कर तम को विश्व को अमीय काल ले आया है, तब घर घर दिल दिल यही तिरंगा सजकर खिलकर मुस्काया है। हर बार तिरंगा जीता है, जब देश साथ मिल गाया है। आप लोग ऐसे ही एकता की दौड़ में आगे बढ़ते रहिए। हम हृदय से आभारी हैं माननीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी के, कि आज उन्होंने यहाँ पर हम सबको संबोधित किया, एकता के जज्बे को आगे बढ़ाया, और उसी जज्बे से आगे बढ़ते हुए आप सभी लोग।
So you just saw the flagging of the Run for Unity from the Major Dhyan Chand Stadium by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Accompanying them were other union ministers and figures from Delhi, the Chief Minister, Lieutenant Governor, ministers, even MPs from Delhi were there on the occasion, flagging off the Run for Unity, which is a major initiative of the Modi government to take the legacy of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, India's Iron Man, Lauh Purush, forward. And we are celebrating the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel today. The biggest event is unfolding in Ekta Nagar, which is in Kevadia, Gujarat, at the Statue of Unity, the world's tallest statue, and we're bringing this special broadcast to you. Right now, of course, Mun will tell you about something special that is taking place as far as the Prime Minister is also concerned, expressing his views about Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Yes, so we are counting down to Prime Minister's presence there next to the Statue of Unity in Ekta Nagar, Kevadia, Gujarat. But before that, let's tell you that in 127th episode of Mann Ki Baat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged citizens to join the Unity Run, marking Sardar Patel's 150th birth anniversary. Remember, he exemplified unity, cleanliness and good governance.
सरदार पटेल जी की 150वीं जयंती का दिन पूरे देश के लिए एक बहुत विशेष अवसर है। उप प्रधानमंत्री और गृह मंत्री के रूप में उनके योगदान के लिए हम सभी सदैव उनके ऋणी रहेंगे। साथियों, सरदार पटेल ने भारत के ब्यूरोक्रेटिक फ्रेमवर्क की एक मजबूत नींव भी रखी। देश की एकता और अखंडता के लिए उन्होंने अद्वितीय प्रयास किए। मेरा आप सबसे आग्रह है, 31 अक्टूबर को सरदार साहब की जयंती देश भर में होने वाली रन फॉर यूनिटी में आप भी जरूर शामिल हो और अकेले नहीं, सबको साथ लेकर के शामिल हो। एक प्रकार से युवा चेतना का ये अवसर बनना चाहिए। एकता की दौड़ एकता को मजबूती देगी। ये उस महान विभूति के प्रति हमारी सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि है, जिन्होंने भारत को एकता के सूत्र में पिरोया था।
So that was the Prime Minister's message, urging everyone to join the Run for Unity or Unity Run, which is of course another salute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. We are still joined by our expert guest, Dr. Hiraman Tiwari, Professor Indian Culture and History at the Jawaharlal Nehru University, and Praful Ketkar as well, editor organizer. Praful Ketkar, if I could come to you and ask you about how well thought do you think is this initiative, Run for Unity or Unity Run, which well just tells us how the spirit of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is being taken forward by the initiative of the government.